We are live. Yes, we are live. Hello, everybody. Hello, family. Hello, friends from all the parts of the world. From here and there, east, north, west, don't forgetting south. All right. Welcome to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This is Chef Porteris, and this is my house. Okay. So let's see what we're going to do today. I'm really excited today about what we are going to do today. Not only today, but I have a project that is going to take you from one episode to another, and you will really make a lot of sense in what I'm doing today. So stand by for a little bit. Let me see who is coming. I'm going to wait a few minutes. Well, maybe 1 minute until everybody arrives. See who's coming. All right, I know who's watching already. Hello. Everyone wash my hands. Nobody's here yet. All right. People are late today. It's okay. It's okay to be late. It's okay to be early. But I like to be people on time. Okay. Sí, Cintia, siempre, always watching. Eugenio, por ahí anda también. Okay, yeah, she's here. Okay. All right, let's get started. All right, let's start it. Vamos a ver. Throughout all the recipes and all the dishes that you guys want me to make, there is something very essential today. We're going to start doing something that you do have in your kitchen at all times. At all times. And what we are going to do is going to change the way you are acting in the kitchen, like I do, acting. It's all about acting and how to take advantage of the products that you have. Can be from fresh to the old stuff that you put in the refrigerator because you make too much chicken or too much pasta or too much of a lot of things and you have a lot of leftovers. Okay, so what we are going to do, it's a series of sauces. Today we're going to do a bechamel and we are going to do a tomato sauce. Okay, so those are the two of the mother sauces. Okay, like a bechamel, like a hollandaise, hollandaise, velouté, and a brown sauce. A hollandaise sauce is the only one that actually goes through another series of sauces that can only be made from the mother sauce to maybe one or two more sons or sauces derived from the hollandaise. Okay, the bechamel, it is one of my favorite ones. I mean, people who doesn't know how to use a bechamel, they don't know what they're missing. And it's a simple thing to do. All it requires is this. Let me see the ingredients in here. There you go. I'm going to show you the ingredients today. Okay. Let's see. There you go. All right. Here are the ingredients. Pretty much, it is butter and flour and milk. We're going to use a little cayenne pepper, not a cayenne, I'm sorry, nutmeg and milk. This is the simple of the bechamel. Alright, so let's go to this side and we're going to make the bechamel. Alright, I'll tell you a little bit about the bechamel. Alright, we're going to use a pan. Warmed up a little bit. I'm going to bring all the ingredients in this area here so you can see. Alright, we're going to switch this. Alright. Alright. Okay, more people coming. Alright, more people coming. So we're going to use butter. Alright. Just one piece of butter. It's actually 2 tablespoons of butter. And the same amount of butter, you will put flour. Gonna let the butter just to alright, yep, I like that like that. Very nice. Okay, now you can see it. Very good. Alright. So we're gonna melt the butter to make the bechamel. Bechamel is actually one of the sauces from French culinaries that they're the mother of the sauces from data from the 1700s. You know, they don't know where they come from. Some people say Louis Bechamel or somehow. The Italians actually claim too that the bechamel was actually either France, Italy, because they use it a lot. And so they are Spaniards, and so are the Greeks, by the way, because they make very good bechamel to make one of their favorite dishes on the Greek menu, which is exactly that one. I'll let you know about that in a moment. I'm going to keep you waiting here. Alright, so we're going to use the butter, we're going to use the flour, and we're going to make it. What we are making is called a roux, R-O-U-X, and we're going to use milk. The milk, we're going to heat it up. So we have 2 ounces of flour, 2 tablespoons of butter, and approximately 300 milliliters of milk. Alright, a cup and just a little bit more. Alright, so okay. So we're making the roux. So to make the roux very nice and smooth, you can't really get out of the kitchen and go somewhere else or watch your iPhone. So we need to actually really make it nice and smooth. It's a very rich sauce, very smooth, creamy. It makes it for just about everything. For a lot of leftovers, you know. I'm gonna show you, see how it is. Make the croquetas. The croquettes, fantastic. So about 2 minutes making the roux. The flour right there. I using this saute pan. We're not gonna make it too much because that's exactly what I need. Right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes of this. Make sure that the flour is a little toasty. There you go. Alright, once you see that this is actually start bubbling a little bit. Alright, you can see it. It's bubbling a little bit. Alright. We're gonna make the milk a little warm. Not all the way boiled, but warm milk. Right? We're going to use a little nutmeg. The Italians, they don't use the Italians use nutmeg and a little onions to make their bechamel. Right? So once we have this already, there we go. That's about 2 minutes in there. Just a little bit more. There you go. There you go. It's a fantastic sauce. All right. So let me see. The brown sauce that we are talking about. That's what the envelopes that you really have in the stores, and you add water and that's it. But I'm going to show you the way to make a brown stock effective. Exactly the same thing like I'm doing right now, but adding for the brown stock using beef stock in there. To make a velouté, which is another mother sauce, you use veal or fish, but exactly the same way like I'm doing right now. Alright? So once you see that the milk is already there, it's not boiling, you just add it a little bit more. Okay, there you go, and you're just done. You can't stop moving your wrist. There you go. Now you're gonna add the whole thing because it's nice and warm, right? Okay. There you go. Okay, so we want to make it nice and creamy. The bechamel, right? Right there. Right there. It takes about 3 minutes to make it, right? 3 minutes. See? When is it done? After 3 minutes. You don't stop moving, okay? Don't stop moving because it gets a little lumpy and that is not nice, alright? We don't like lumpy things in my sauces. It needs to be nice and creamy. Alright? So now we can see all the roux require the same thing. Butter, flour, and liquid. The liquid for the bechamel we talk about is milk. For the brown sauce will be beef stock. For the tomato sauce, there you go, vegetable, muy bien, very good, very good, very good, Pedro. How are you doing, Pedro? We're making bechamel today. So it's about 2 to 3 minutes already. Alright. As you can see, the bechamel, you know, they said it was Austrian, you know, the Austrians, they make a very good schnitzel with bechamel. So take it out, okay? How to make a bechamel. So this way you can learn how to make croquetas for your wife. Alright? Alright. Doing good, doing good. Alright. Okay, so as you can see, the bechamel needs to be nice white and creamy sauce. I have to tell you that when I was in Italy at one point, I remember a couple of years ago, they had a pizza with the bechamel in it and artichokes, and it was fantastic. It was really, really, really good. That's one of them. Moussaka. That's where the Greek recipe comes from. The Greek island, and they do the Greek islands. Greek is not an island, right? So now we have this creamy sauce in there, all right? So once we have this creamy sauce, you know it's done when it's not dripping, all right? We're going to lower it down a little bit, and this is pretty much down. Okay, so now what we're going to add, a pinch of nutmeg, a pinch a little bit more because I really like, I told you that I like spices, I like a strong flavors of my spice, and we're going to use some salt. There you go. Very nice, very nice. Okay, once we have this sauce in there, this is a bechamel. That is it, that is it. That is all it is, you know. And what we are going to do, we are just going to add some vegetables to it. And we're going to do vegetables with bechamel. Alright? So in this area here, alright, we got some vegetables. Yeah, vegetables. I already cooked these vegetables for 10 minutes. You know, I want a nice and very, very al dente. So what we're going to do, we're just going to add this bechamel. Alright? We're going to add a little stock. Even though I said no stock in it, but I like to have a little vegetable stock in it. To make a little more. Alright. This induction things, you know, they stop when they want it. There you go. There you go. We're going to make a little liquid. We're going to put it all over these vegetables in here. Alright? There you go. Bechamel. Alright, so we have this way we have broccoli. I have some white broccoli, they call him, cauliflower, some carrots, and we're going to put some peanuts in there, but not yet. So now we're going to put all over the bechamel. I mean, all over the bechamel. The bechamel goes over the vegetables. Alright. Alright. Let me get another spatula in here, 1 second. I didn't go anywhere, okay? I didn't go anywhere, so don't go anywhere because we're making a little bechamel in here, alright? We're going to add a little more liquid because I like to fill it up a little bit more on my vegetables. Now they're going to be finished on the oven, alright? Alright. Alright, looking good, looking good, looking good. Looking good. All right. Nice and creamy here. All right. So the cayenne pepper can be gone. All right. I think I put too many vegetables for the amount of sauce that we are making. You can make the bechamel sauce ahead of time and keep it in the refrigerator for maybe 3 or 4 days, no more than that, okay? Hey, don't stop with the bechamel. You don't want any grumps. We make it nice and creamy, very, very soft. If you got this bechamel, should be nice and smooth. All right, so we're gonna put it all over all vegetables in here. All right. We're gonna use some whole thing in here. The whole thing. There we go. All right, that's a bechamel. And you can add it some chicken to me. You can add some shredded chicken. You can put them on the Wiener Schnitzel, or they call it something Schnitzel, but it's actually really, really good. So this one here, what we are going to do is I'm going to put a little something, a little color, because in there, the green onions in there. So there are things that you do have in your kitchen without going anywhere. You can make a nice vegetable dish. All right, we're going to put them in the oven. Okay. All right. Since we have this in the oven, it's perfect time to get my tomatoes. Because what we are going to do today is making a tomato sauce. So people say, yeah, tomato sauce. You know, you can actually buy tomato sauce for for $4, $5 somewhere else, and you don't have to make it. But definitely, who doesn't have peppers? Who doesn't have leeks? Who doesn't have carrots? Who doesn't have onions in their refrigerator? Everybody does, right? So let's do it. A tomato sauce. So I chop it up at the same amount of peppers, same amount for celery, and the same amount for onions and carrots. All right? We're gonna add some rosemary. Some rosemary from the garden. They are already dried up. And we're gonna add the tomatoes. All right? Okay, so we've got tomatoes in here. Okay, not yet. We're going to just saute a little bit. A little oil in there. Very good. So we're going to saute the onions in there, the carrots, the peppers. So we're going to add the tomato and just make a tomato sauce. As simple as that. Next week we're going to make a hollandaise as well. And we're going to make a brown sauce. And perhaps we'll make a velouté. So you understand what brown sauce is made of. The same thing. Butter, flour, and beef stock for the brown sauce. For the velouté, it's flour, butter, beef stock, and beef stock. Very good, very good. Okay, excellent. So those are the mother sauces and the French cuisines from the 17th, 18th century. The Italians play this as well. The Austrians play that as well. The Germans, they play that as well. And so are the Spaniards. And let me tell you one thing. The Americans, when they make the bechamel, when you instead of doing it, buying the macaroni and cheese that the kids like it so much, on the bechamel, before it's done, a couple of minutes before that, you can add cheddar cheese. Once you add the cheddar cheese, then you have exactly a cheese sauce. All right, so add it to the macaroni, make it a little lighter. The more liquid you put, the lighter will get. The less liquid you put, the thicker will get the sauce. Understand? All right. So we all good. All right, fantastic. So we got the, we're gonna saute this just a little bit, alright? I don't want to saute too much or too little. Just perfect. Oh, I know what people are not coming today from California, because I thought it was gonna be on Friday. We're doing this live Facebook Live, but now we're going to do a Facebook Live every Thursday at 8 o'clock for everyone who is not watching the video and they'll watch it later on. So that's okay. That's fine. I'll forgive you for this time. All right? All right. So the two mother sauces, okay? Okay, we're just gonna take this about I would say about 5 minutes. So we're gonna do put them in here. The tomatoes that we have previously roasted, skin on, and I put a little olive oil and some salt. I put about 4 tomatoes. 4 tomatoes are really good. You can use cherry tomatoes, any tomatoes that you like, but roast that a little bit, right? So once you roast the tomatoes, they'll get the flavor of the olive oil and all of that, right? Okay. So once we have this a little more sauté, there you go. So in this recipe, we're going to use vegetable stock. This we want some liquid. Add them all. We're going to put some salt. Couple pinches there. Pinches, you know, pinches like 3 fingers. When you, as much as you can get the salt, that's what you do, alright? Alright. But you can see there's a little brown, the peppers, and you can smell that it's kind of like, oh yeah, the rosemary will enhance the tomato sauce. Oh, by the way, I make a tomato sauce all the time. I'll keep it in the refrigerator, and I have tomato sauce for the whole week. Sometimes I use some cans, and I can keep tomato sauce for months, alright? Preserves tomato sauce, alright? So when the tomato sauce are inexpensive, buy a lot and make tomato sauce. So you'll keep tomato sauce in your pantry, not in your refrigerator, for a very, very long time, okay? Using a bain-marie. So I'll show you next time, alright? Hi Alex, how you doing? Very good. Oh, you're hungry. Very good. Oh, Karen is here. Karen, a little birdie told me that was your birthday the other day. Happy birthday. Alright, and I know you missed the bechamel sauce, but you can watch the video later on, alright? So this time we're making a tomato sauce. We have some leeks, we have some onions, we have some carrots, we have some rosemary, and we have 6 tomatoes in here roasted previously. And this is our tomato sauce. This is the mother sauces. A tomato sauce, a bechamel sauce, a velouté. So when you are in the restaurant and tell you, oh, this is a brown sauce, then you'll know what it is after watching these videos. Alright? So today we're going to make 2 sauces, and then next week we'll make another 2 sauces with something else in there. Alright? So tomato sauce. So once you have this done, put it in here. Alright, easy. With a little oil that is actually left, you put it in there. Be careful because the rosemary can actually get a little burn in here. Do not put it in, so it gets a little bitter. Alright? Alright. So we're gonna go here. I'm gonna put it in here. Let me see if my camera follows me. Oh, he does follows me. Oh, how nice. New things that we have, you know. Very, very new things. Okay, so make sure it's plugged in. Everything's on 0. Alright? If you have one of those, make sure that when you start doing it, before you do anything else, hey Paco, ¿qué pasa, chato? I'm making a tomato sauce for you. Hey, tomato. Y una bechamel para hacer unas croquetas. Very good. Vamos bien. Ahí. Alright, tomato sauce. We're going to start with 1. We're going to increment it to 6. Then my tomato mix. We're going to leave it there for a few minutes. Alright? So this is what we were doing. You ladies, you know that you did not come on time. That's okay. I see I already forgave you. I did forget you. No, I didn't forget you. No, I did forgive you. But please, be in time next week. We're going to do it instead of Friday, especially we do it on Thursday because I know you really want to get out on these times, so to the restaurant. So at these times, you can really watch my videos, alright? Tomato sauce. I'll put it on 6 for a couple of minutes. We're going to just heat it up a little bit more. All the way to 10 for 30 seconds. Oh, 30 seconds already. TV, you know. 30 seconds goes like in 2 seconds. Well, we're just going to go lower now. You make sure when you do the biomix or you use some kind of these devices that, you know, you are very, very careful with it, okay? Make sure you have the top end. And then once you make all this liquid in there, go slow and leave it on 3 or 4 to let it rest, you know. And then you just stop it, right? And that's our tomato sauce. Well, let's taste it. We're going to taste it first. Alright, put a little spoon in there. Oh, look at the consistency. See? It's dripping. That's what you want. A little dripping. There you go. Excellent. I'm going to try it out. It looks fantastic. The color and everything. I'm going to get a little bigger spoon. Oh my God. Oh my God. I die, I'm going to heaven. Forget about the sauces, that, the tomato sauces that you buy in Publix or any other places. This is a real tomato sauce. Look at this. Look at this color. You see that? Look at Paco. Eh? You see that? That's the tomato sauce. Alright, fantastic. Now, what I was saying, let me get one of those little things that I have in here. And these containers in here, some people that say they want to use the bain-marie, I'm going to show you a trick. If you want to use this tomato sauce to last you forever, all you have to do is once you put it in, look at this tomato sauce. Once you put it in, there you go, you see? Alright. Then, just cover it up. This is actually was a tomato sauce from Classico that you buy on the stores. Tie it really strong, and then put it upside down on your refrigerator for overnight. Once you have it overnight, then you can take it off and put them in your sauce. And then you have as much tomato sauce as you can get for very inexpensive price. Okay? So you have your tomato sauce. The bechamel that we have done before, it is a very simple dish that you can use it for a lot of leftovers. We were talking about the French, you know, for the soufflés actually. If you never made a soufflé, once you make a bechamel, you will make a soufflé. Alright, you know, those are really expensive on a restaurant, and I promise you, you will really love. The Greeks on the bechamel, they use it for the moussaka. They add eggplant and they add meat to it. Okay, so they do bechamel as well. All the Mediterraneans, they know the sauces, the mother sauces. Alright. So here it is, those two mother sauces. I'm going to repeat that again because I know you'll be late again later on and look at it. So the mother sauces is the bechamel, 1 part of butter, 1 part of flour and liquid. The liquid in this case is milk. The milk, make sure that the milk is nice and warm once you put it there. Alright, the spices is salt and nutmeg. Alright, watch the video and you'll see. The recipe is really, really clear. Okay, tomato sauce that we make. There are carrots, there are onions, there's celery, vegetable stock, and peppers. You can use green peppers or red peppers. I like to eat red peppers because it makes nice color on the red, okay? The Espanola sauce, exactly the same thing as the, it's a little clear sauce, the velouté, because the velouté has clear fish stock or vegetable stock, alright? 1 part of flour, 1 part of butter, and stock, alright? The brown stock is actually with brown, we make a little brown, we'll make it next time, so you'll see, you don't have to know, but it's, to tell you the truth, it's the same thing, but using beef stock instead, alright? 1 part of flour, 1 part of butter, and beef stock. Right? I want you to understand the 4 mother sauces that they are, okay? We're going to make the hollandaise later on. Out of the hollandaise, you can also, not sure if there is more or not, but out of the hollandaise, once you make the hollandaise, we make a béarnaise sauce later on, adding shallots, and, well, that's another story, okay? You gotta watch it next time at 8 o'clock on Thursday on Facebook Live, okay? So this is Chef Jorge Luis. Thank you very much for coming tonight. Thank you very much for being here on Thursday. That I did not really express that I was changing it. You know, I just changed it a couple of days ago. But that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. There will be next week as well. All right. If you have any questions or any ideas and what you really like me to do, let me know. Please, if you make something like that, take a picture. You know, tell me, oh yeah, you know what? I use the bechamel to make lasagna, because you do can make a lasagna, right? And any leftovers that you have in your refrigerator, all right? Anything you have in your refrigerator, any leftover that you have, you can add bechamel to it, and that's it, right? So, pero if you have any chicken that is left over in there, just make a bechamel, put it all in there, and tell your wife to make something nice, right? I'm sure. Joandri, ¿cómo estás, Joandri? How you doing? Oye, ya sé que es mejor, pero ha venido un poquito tarde y ya me voy, porque no hay tiempo para más. Bueno, nos vemos el próximo jueves a las 8, aquí en Fort Lauderdale, todavía en cuarentena. Que aproveche a todos, y ya saben, estamos en, we're going to be in paellas.com 24 hours a day. We are there for you. Ask me questions, anything you need. All right. Un abrazo, Joandri. It is in English. I know your English is really, really good, so you understand, because sometimes if you're saying in Spanish and in English and then change it all around, then I'll make a mistake, and then I don't know where I am. Anyway, this is one of the try-ups that I will make with this new camera that we got. We have some technical difficulties, but nevertheless, always improving. Alright? Well, thank you very much. I'll see you next time. This is Chef Jorge Luis from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Adiós, mi familia. Bye, my friends. I'll see you next time. Que aproveche.